I like how you just sucked that Shirley Temple down and you like threw it aside like it was whiskey. You were like,
next.
Yeah, bartender, hit me again. I like it, you little savage. Yeah, Shirley Temples.
Yes.
We covered this though on the Happy Hour Instagram little thing we just did. You don't drink.
No, I do not.
And just because you don't like the taste, that's the only reason behind it.
Do not like the taste, and I don't want to waste my calories on something not worth it. So.
Do you watch calories? Like, is that? Do you have to really?
It's just a funny little thing that I say.
So you just eat whatever it is.
Yeah. I like
to be young.
Well,
okay.
I fast too. I'm an intermittent faster, so it's all about doing that at least.
So like your last meal of the day is usually around what time?
I like to try 9.
Okay, and then you won't eat again till.
9. I think it's 1. Then you would do 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 16 hours.
Wow, you know, it's weird. I used to do that. Actually, who am I kidding? I still basically do that, but not, I was doing it before that wasn't even a thing, like just because I hate breakfast. Like it was no other reason.
That is so funny because that's literally what I said when I heard about it. I was like, wow, I'm just a natural, I guess, at everything.
Right.
Because I just naturally don't like breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love breakfast, but I don't like to eat it.
Or is it, you like breakfast late at night?
Yeah, breakfast for dinner is like the go-to.
Or even like at 2 o'clock in the morning after the club, like go get pancakes or whatever.
Yes, of
yeah.
course.
Even though, like I go to the club, I don't even go to the club.
I know, I was like, I just was going with it.
Right.
Not so much me either.
When's the last time you went to a club, not for like Babes in Toyland or something like that?
Okay.
When's the last time you were like, girls' night out on the town?
A couple nights ago, actually, my friend, for the first time, I went to Stoney's. And for the first time ever, and it was so fun.
Wait, Stoney's is like a country bar.
Yeah.
So were you line dancing?
No.
Can you dance?
I can. I did dance in high school.
Okay.
And of course, they teach you like kind of all of them. But
right.
I was just there. It was my first time, and I wanted to go. But they have games, and they have like giant Jenga, and I was just stuck on that.
Giant Jenga.
I rode the bull, and so it's just so fun.
I saw giant Jenga for the first time at Parkway Tavern. They have it.
It was, I think they have, no, they were the same size. I was going to say it was bigger, but.
Are you a gamer? Like, do you like, are you a video game?
Yes, I did. I love Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty
Really?
freak. My gamer tag is on PlayStation. Everyone gives me crap about it, but I'm a PlayStation girl for life.
Okay.
And my gamer tag was this bitch, so it'd always be like, this bitch killed you. And I loved it.
That's genius.
I loved it.
So do you play the new game? Like the most recent one?
Yes, I did buy it, but I got to get back on there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just once or when I
really?
first
And do you throw on like a headset and talk shit too, or?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes I did when I was little because it was fun to pick it up and be like, that was a girl. And then like hang up real fast. That's a girl. That's me.
I'm always shocked, I don't know why, at how many girls play video games.
A lot.
And like legit like it, not just like because they're trying to get followers on Twitch or whatever. Yeah. Like they legit just like to play video games.
Yeah, it's just, you're just in your own world and you get to just do your own thing and still hang out and talk to people. It's
right.
Kind of the thing.
What about like old school arcade games? Did you ever get into like Pac-Man or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or like Frogger or any of those?
Frogger. Me
yeah.
and my sister were obsessed with Frogger. That was the one game. Oh my God. Now I'm wishing I could play it right now. I think they have it at what is it?
At Target. Is that what you're gonna say? It's at Target. It's at Best Buy. Like a mini version.
Oh really?
Yes, they sell now. I just saw it's like $399. You can buy Pac-Man. You can buy Frogger. You can buy like Donkey Kong. All those like old games. They have them at like Target, Best Buy, and maybe Walmart somewhere else.
Okay, well.
It's like a little mini stand-up version of the game.
Stand-up.
Yeah.
That's cool. I thought it was like something you put on a PlayStation.
Mm-mm.
That's
no, like the legit, like a smaller version of the actual arcade game.
Well, that's cool. Everyone go to that.
Yeah.
Advertisement there.
Right? And so, what's your, like when you're not working, are you a Netflix and binge? Are you binge watching shows?
Usually when I'm not working, which I'm like usually doing emails, I have The Office in the background or Friends, just something that I already know what's happening and going on where I could just listen and just not have to pay attention, so I'm not really investing my life in their world.
Right.
And just, yeah.
We have a friend, our friend Maya, she can literally sit down on the couch and watch Friends for like 8 straight hours.
Yes.
For the 3,000th time.
Yes, that is me.
Really?
So we would get along quite well.
And what about Seinfeld? Not so much?
No, I do. I've recently gone on that, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Are you on that?
It's weird. I love Seinfeld, and I never got into Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, not
mine
that I don't
won't.
like the show. I can't even say it. I've never seen an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
You're gonna.
Not one.
You're gonna be that person on the couch for 8 hours.
Really?
It's
That's
that
how I was
good.
with Breaking Bad. Like,
Yeah.
I was late to that party.
No, you gotta catch on.
Yeah, it's really funny, huh?
Yeah, and they just started the new season. It's really good.
Wait, Curb Your Enthusiasm is still on? Like,
Yeah,
new
they restarted
seasons?
it. Yeah.
Oh.
There's also that documentary on Netflix where it's called Long Shot. The guy it's 40 minutes long, and it's like how a guy was trialed for murder.
Yes, I saw that. And
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm was
Got
shooting
him
at
out.
Dodger Stadium, and that's what set him free. They
Yes.
went and got that footage back because he was accused for murder.
Yes, how crazy is that? It's insane.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see that the episode with the whore in the carpool lane that got him out. That was cool.
Do you watch a lot of documentaries?
I love documentaries. Yeah.
Have you watched this one? I've only seen one episode. There's
Cats?
Yeah, don't
I
fuck
already
with cats.
know. Yeah, I've watched it twice.
Really?
I watched it twice.
So I've only seen the first episode. That was a little rough.
It was very rough. I did not like how they actually, at some parts, show the cats. But like, I guess you have to see. You have to see some
You have
things,
to.
but like to see the eyes, it's like now burned in my soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very brutal, and it's crazy. The guy made 800,000 fake freaking websites about himself.
It's nuts.
Oh, you didn't get that far.
I didn't get that part. Spoiler alert. Yeah, it's okay though. But a girl that worked, I think, at the South Point, like, was one of the people that.
Rio. She worked at the Rio.
Oh, she worked at the Rio. Okay.
Yeah.
And she was like one of the people that started like this manhunt.
Yeah, she did. And
her
he
and the
followed
other
her.
guy, John, right?
Yeah.
Or
he came here and he followed her around the casino too. That's one of the episodes.
wait,
too.
the bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh, so he got wind. Oh wow. I gotta. I almost need to cut this right now so I can go watch this.
Other questions?
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Were you mad when you were watching that in the
I
opening
wasn't
scene? Like, I
mad.
could not believe what I was watching.
I was just more, I guess, disturbed like everyone else I feel like would be. It's just something that I'm like, wow, this was going on during that time, and like I guess no one else knew about it, during 2011 or when that was. We're all
Right.
doing other things. I was
Right.
graduating high school.
Right.
But
Wait. In what year?
2011.
Oh boy.
I'm old.
Okay. Yeah. 2011. Do you know what year I graduated high school?
1999.
I wish.
I was being 9.
Roll it back. Dial it back.
How long?
88.
Oh,
I am
you look
class
great.
of 88.
Yeah, that's.
Ridiculous. Whatever, Ty.
Oh my gosh, I'd like to see that yearbook picture.
Oh my God, it's so bad. I hated yearbook picture day.
Me too.
I don't even think I showed up actually on my senior picture. I don't think I'm in that
Oh really?
in the yearbook. I think I skipped it.
Oh, I'm definitely not in the yearbook, but my mom accidentally checked don't share photos. So I am unfortunately not in the yearbook.
Okay.
I do not exist.
And wait, where did you go to high school?
I went to Bonanza here.
Oh, you went. Wait, did we cover this in the first time you were with us? I don't even
don't think
remember. So were you? But you weren't born in Vegas.
No, I was born in New York, and then I moved
Okay.
here when I was like 4 or 5, and then went to Piggott, and then Bonanza and Rogage, those schools.
Okay. But then you lived in LA for a little bit.
Yes, after high school, I woke my parents up, like we covered.
Right.
in the middle of
Okay.
the night.
I was just making sure I had this
No,
right.
you're
Okay.
good, yeah. And then, when I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you glad you're back here in Vegas?
I am, but it looks like I might have to go back. So when we do or film my TV show,
Yeah.
I might have to go back, but I'm trying to see if I can go after we film my TV show because it would be in New Mexico that it would film.
Oh.
So I would just feel like.
Can you
after.
tell us more about the TV show?
Yeah, I can do a little bit, or I might have to sign. You're gonna have to sign
Okay.
an NDA.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All of you.
Remember, there's only 3 listeners. Actually, you bring a lot of listeners, so I can't even say that when you're on the show.
Oh,
yeah.
stop it.
Yeah.
No, my mom's gonna be watching this one.
Okay.
So, it's about a treasure that a guy hid. I don't know how much information I can give out. Honestly, I should have
Okay.
asked my
Okay,
manager.
it's all right.
No, that's okay. A guy hid $2.5 million somewhere. Okay, I already said New Mexico, but
Okay, it's all right.
A guy hid $2.5 million in the Rocky Mountains, and my show was going out to find it and to talk about his adventures.
And you haven't shot it yet.
No, we're in the
Okay.
Kickstarter stage and trying to find a production company. So,
Oh. Okay.
yeah, but I know we're looking.
So
to
it's
launch.
possible that you actually find $2.5 million. Is it in cash or like treasure?
Yeah, it's in treasure. So it's
Like
things
jewels
that,
or-
yes, it's
Got
things
it.
that he has collected over his time, his lifespan, and he's put in here.
And we know it's there, like for 100%.
Yes, we know it's there. I guess we're just going off of what this guy has said. He's put out a poem, but I mean, I guess you're just going on hopes because we don't know physically it's there.
Right.
But, you know, it's still the hopes that you could find something, and that's what a lot of people go on for the show Oak Island, The Curse of Oak Island. Have you heard of that one?
No.
That is one of my favorite shows, and that's a true thing. And it's like crap. So in 1700, going off this, these guys noticed that there was like this rope hanging from a tree, and they looked down and they noticed that the ground was, you know, roughed up. So they started digging. Every 10 feet they would find wood. Up to 90 feet they found a piece of brick in the wood. They removed it, water caved in, but apparently this piece of wood said 90 more feet below lies the treasure. And so it's all these different things, and now people have, so it's been since 1700 people trying to find this now. So people are still out there right now trying to find it, and they say 7 people have to die to find it because they say the Curse of Oak Island. But those are just natural disasters that have happened to those people, unfortunately. Like there was a gas break that happened in like 1980 with this family that was out there. But there's these brothers now that own the island, and they keep going out there and finding it. They keep finding coins. Oh my gosh, I would get a metal detector out there. You want to hire me? I have a metal detector out there all the time because they keep finding like old coins from like 1600 and different like time spans. It's just so cool. It blows my mind. I'm such a treasure fan.
It's so funny that you love all that stuff.
I love it.
And you, like when you were little, like was collecting stamps a thing when you were little, or no? That's not for.
No,
that's.
But what I did do is I would always, when I would walk behind my mom or wherever I was, I would always look on the ground. I was always looking for stuff.
For money,
yes,
for
money,
whatever.
for everything. And I find money all the time now because my head now that I built up that habit, I'm always looking at the ground. And people like, lift up your head, but I'm always looking at the ground, and I find money all the time. And like, that's a little thing. Like, if you're ever walking, look at an ATM because people leave money all the time. But
it's so funny. My friend Larry the legend, who I grew up with, he is always looking down at the ground, and this guy finds $20 bills like on the regular.
Yes.
He's found $100 bills.
Same.
In the casino, he has found $100 chips, $500 chips. I think he even found a $1,000 chip. I might be making that up, but I'm not sure.
Goal.
Finding a $1,000 chip?
Yeah.
Near the craps table sometimes because things get crazy.
Yeah. I'm always, especially when I was walking in here, I was like, my head just goes to the ground.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just always looking for crap.
So you know the color of every carpet in every casino in Vegas, basically.
I mean, I guess you can test me. I think about
right?
it. Yeah. They're always so funky, so you can't see the chips.
Right. Bastards.
Yeah, I know, sneaky. People
Yeah.
are looking.
Have you found a $100 bill before?
Yes, I found $400. That was in New York.
400 in one shot?
Yeah, it was like I said, ATM. It had slipped, and it looked like they just grabbed it and ran or something because it was all slipped out. And then I find in the parking lot.
When you picked that up, are you doing like a
Of course I did that,
You
and then I
are.
ran into the elevator. But I was young at the time. I should have turned it in. That was a bad thing on me.
Young
Bad
at the time,
karma,
as opposed to right.
I'm just like, I always try to think and do good things, so that was me bad. But yeah, the other day I found $200 just crumpled up. Just, you know, think lucky, think positive, and think you're gonna find money.
Right. Like, do you have dreams like about finding like a big sack of cash?
I don't, but now I'm gonna try to add that in there. Like at night, I try to think of what I want my dream to be.
Really?
Yeah. Have you never heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's how I fall asleep faster. I like think of weird things. I think that helps me fall asleep.
Like do you remember the last dream that you had that you were like, okay, I want to do shopping in Paris?
No, that's not me. But I think I was like in the Bass Pro Shop, and I think I was just walking around by myself.
Wait, the dream you wanted to have was being like in Bass Pro Shops, like what, after they close or something? Like have the place to myself.
That's the one thing I remembered, man. I'm just being honest.
A girl can dream, you know?
I love that story.
And what section are you going in when you have the place to yourself? When you have Bass Pro Shops all to yourself.
You know the candles that they have that look like cakes?
No, I didn't even know there was a candle section in Bass Pro.
Right when you walk in, right past the fish thing on the left.
Okay.
There's like a whole bunch of different candles, and they look like cakes, and they're in pans. They're just really cute. And I'm not like that, but I just love those smells. They're kind of so good.
You're not in like the gun section
no,
or the...
that's where I go next. But for the toy area, like the toy gun. Because they have it where you can shoot like the cans.
Right.
So they have that you put quarters in, you know?
Okay.
That's my go-to.
Are you a good shot?
Yeah, I actually like to think that I am.
Yeah. Have you shot a real gun?
No.
No. Are you anti or
I can't say that I'm anti because I haven't done it.
Right.
So I don't want to say anything, but I don't know. I would give it a try. I don't
Okay.
know that I would own one because I have my medical card. I don't know why I did that, but
Right.
but,
It's a secret, but yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Microphone.
Right.
But,
It's
yeah.
okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, guns and medical card, no good. It's okay, no or
no,
no?
you can't have those, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that you can.
Wait, what's the actual law? Do you know?
I don't, but
Oh.
I was at one of the stores the other day, and someone was like, "No, that if you have that, you can't have a card." It was an
Wait,
older
if you have a
person.
medical marijuana card,
Yeah, you can't have a gun.
you can't have a gun?
Yeah.
That can't be right.
No, I
Really?
think that's here. It might be different states, but yes.
I'm gonna have to.
What
I'm gonna have
told.
to ask our resident gun expert, Tracy Lee.
Yes.
Miss Tracy Lee. Yeah.
Ask Tracy.
Okay. So maybe then we need to organize a badass girl night, girls shooting guns over
Yes.
at Range 702.
That'd be fun.
We've got friends over there. We can
Oh.
make it happen.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I heard that it lets out steam
Right. Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
You think about ex-boyfriends and
and stuff.
stuff. Never mind.
stuff
Yeah.
and
All
jobs
right, yeah.
that don't go well.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What else has been going on? So when do you go shoot the show? You're waiting. You're in the
we're
Kickstarter
waiting.
campaign.
We're in the Kickstarter stage.
Okay.
I had to get a manager and agent because while I was sending out my show, it was unsolicited. So I had to get a manager and agent. And go
they're
through this
here
process.
local?
No, they're in LA, so that's
Oh.
why they want me out there.
Okay.
But in the meantime, they were trying to send me for commercials and everything. But since I am out here, I'm
It's
doing
tough,
other
right?
things. Yeah, it's very
Did you have
tough.
to? They knew you lived here, or did you have to lie and say, "Oh no"?
No, they knew I lived here. That
Okay.
I told them what I have to deal with right now. But I go back so much because I'm also a ring girl. So I did the
Oh right, I
emotion.
saw that. Yeah, you just did a fight maybe a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I do it every 2 weeks. So I have Tough Enough.
Right,
actually.
that's what I saw.
Yeah,
Right.
I have that September. No, we're not in September.
We're in February.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, my
The
mind
year's
is
flying,
gone.
but not that fast. Yeah.
February 15th at the Orleans. Come see me.
Oh,
You can
all
use
right.
my name, get discount, 20% off.
My dentist is Dr. Steve Kim from Hollywood Smile, and he's a sponsor. He sponsors Tough Enough. Yeah.
So you should go. Come
I'm gonna
down.
go. I'm in.
Hey,
I'll
cool.
go.
So yeah, there's that, and then I do WCK Muay Thai, and that one's in
Really?
LA and San Diego. So I go out
Okay.
for LA for that.
Do you like watching the actual fight?
I do. Sometimes it's just they're long, and once you eat, it's just long.
Right.
I enjoy it, and if there's
Right.
I don't want to say that I don't, but I
No, I get it.
do. It's
Yeah.
just, when I do WCK, there's usually 15 fights, and that's a long time.
Right.
Not saying anything, but I drive over.
You haven't been to a UFC fight though yet, right?
No.
Yeah, we got to get you to a UFC fight.
Yeah,
they're
we
they're
do.
here March 7th.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe we can make that
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, because that's the different. It's just the different energy, the crowd. I mean, those other shows are great, and we need those small shows. But when you go to UFC, the whole production is it's amazing.
That's what I'm hoping. I was hoping that someone from UFC sees me at these companies, and that's what happens for a lot of these ring girls. So I
Oh.
was hoping that UFC would see me, because that's on my dream board. If I'm gonna throw that
Oh.
out there.
All right, well,
UFC ring girl.
We might. Yeah, I know some people. I know some
Stop, I'll
people
cry.
over there.
I will freaking cry. You're just making dreams
Okay.
come true today, aren't you?
That's what I should change my name to the Dream Maker. You
Yeah,
know,
all
I'm the
day.
Dream Maker.
Yeah.
It's more like the Nightmare Man, but yeah. You know how they're like what I see and then reality. You know, it's like I see the Dream Maker. In reality, I'm the fucking Nightmare Man. Right?
Everyone's got a side.
Yeah. That's no good. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Terrible. Yeah. Are you a Golden Knights fan?
I am a Golden Knights
Yeah?
fan. I am.
Yeah, Golden Knights are playing right now. They're
Yes,
winning
they are.
4-2 right now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Have you been to a game? Do you
I've
ever?
never.
No? You should go to a game.
I
You'd love the
hope
Golden
to-
Knight games.
Yeah, I hope
it's
to get
good
to
energy.
one soon.
Yeah?
Because the energy just seems killer. I
Right.
don't like. How do they just fight? Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, it just happens. And they let it happen.
That's crazy
Yeah.
to me. It's
Yeah.
just like
It's like if two want to do it, they throw the gloves down, and like the literally refs will like let them do it, and then when they get
God.
tied up, there's like, okay, break it up.
I know.
Yeah.
That's mind-boggling. to me,
Yeah,
but-
it's almost depressing when you go to a hockey game and no fights happen. It's
Oh,
it's
you
like
want that.
people are upset over it. Yeah,
You seek that
Yeah.
too. I heard that's at UFC.
yeah, right.
And there's some fighting there.
Yeah, there's like an old joke. Like I went to a hocky game, or I went to the fights and a hockey game broke out. Yeah, it's like
There you
who
go.
wants that? Nobody
That's
wants
funny.
that. They don't want that.
I like
Fucked up
that.
the joke tie, but
That's
it's okay.
funny.
What are you gonna do? right?
I thought it was funny. I went with it.
How about Ty's new look? Have you noticed? He's shed some weight. He's
look
got
great.
the GQ haircut going
I love
on.
the beard.
Yeah.
He did tell me for 6 flat months I should not wear a hat, so I'm trying.
Yeah. He's been wearing a hat. Like, what are you doing?
There you go.
With that beautiful head of hair.
Yeah, show your face.
Yeah. He's all slender.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, he just got back from, where were you, Switzerland?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was in Switzerland. Have
For
you been
how
to
long?
Switzerland?
No.
For a week.
Yeah, for a week. He was
How
in
was it? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I don't ski, but if you like skiing, Switzerland's the place to
Yeah,
go.
he liked
I've
it.
never been skiing,
Yeah.
so I'll look into
What's
it.
your, if you had 3 places you want to go, like bucket list places to visit, what would they, where?
Amsterdam.
Okay.
Is Amsterdam. The
To
Northern
smoke a little?
Lights, yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Northern Lights, and then I do want to go to Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
I definitely want to go to Australia, and I definitely, where else? Australia is the number 1 on my list.
What part?
Sydney, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to hug a koala bear. That's all I want to do. I need to hug a
especially
koala
right now,
bear.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm dying to do that.
Yeah.
So.
I went to Melbourne. Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
Or Melbourne. Might be
Melbourne.
Melbourne. I think it's
Melbourne?
They say it differently there, and that's how I learned. They don't have ranch there. I've learned that the hard way.
They don't have ranch
They don't
dressing?
have ranch in Australia, just so you know.
How do you even know that?
Because I went. I've been to Melbourne for
Okay.
poker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Player of the Year went out there. World Series.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Nice.
yeah, they don't have ranch. Keep that in mind.
No
I
ranch.
went crazy, and it was at McDonald's. So.
Where is it that they don't have mayonnaise? There was somewhere like they don't have mayonnaise is a thing. I don't remember. I don't know.
I
Yeah?
feel like I would guess China.
Okay. China? Of all
No
places,
offense,
you're like, yeah, there's
that's
no
where-
mayonnaise in China.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Yeah. All right. It happens. And what about here in the States? Is there anywhere that you want to go to that you haven't been? Like Grand Canyon or something like that? I feel like you're probably one of those.
I've never been to Grand Canyon.
Okay. Niagara
I wanna go
Falls?
to Maine.
Maine?
Yeah.
Why?
Is that weird?
Yeah.
And Australia. Not Australia. Wow, that's not
Yeah.
in us. Alaska.
I wouldn't mind Alaska.
Alaska would be cool, huh?
Yeah.
You always forget about that one.
Right.
Yeah, it's always one you forget about.
Right.
Where else? I feel like I've driven through a lot, so I feel like I've counted them. But,
Right. Do you like driving? Like cross country?
I love driving. Yeah, I do love it because I drive to LA every couple of weeks, and that's just like my time where I just say I'm grateful that whole way there and just enjoy that time that I get to do that.
Do you get speeding tickets when you go?
So I actually got one down Sahara right here.
Oh, local.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sahara, Durango.
Going 70.
No, I was going 10 over, but they gave me 5 on Durango and Sahara.
10 over as a ticket?
I know.
Come on.
My biggest one, okay, this one's crazy. I was going 120, but they caught me at 110, and the speed limit was 70, so it was a $900 ticket.
I just did it. I just did it. 111, and it was $900. It was like
San
890.
Bernardino?
Yep.
That's where it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
actually,
so
no.
funny.
My court I went to was in Barstow.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a San Bernardino.
Yep.
Same thing though.
And I had just said to Vanessa, it was late at night, and I literally had just said to Vanessa, because I knew I was speeding, obviously.
Sure.
But I didn't realize I was going that fast, because depending on what car you're in, it
Yeah.
doesn't feel that bad, you know?
Yeah.
And so I looked down and I go, it doesn't feel like we're going 110, does it? And she goes, no. And literally 10 seconds later, there was the cop. I didn't even wait until he got behind me. I just pulled over. Before he even threw the lights on, I literally just pulled over and waited for him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was it in the middle of the night or was it day?
Yep, middle of the night, driving back from LA.
Yeah.
And
So they
this
get
was
you.
my old car. I just got rid of it, but my car, I don't know if you saw it on Instagram or anything, but it had Action Junkeez logo all over it and stuff. I turned it in like the Action
Oh,
Junkeez
is it
race
that
car.
one?
Yeah. And so when I went to court, the guy says, John Orlando, speeding, looks like you were going 111 and 70. And he's like,
Oh my god.
what are you, in an Audi RS5? What is that, some sort of a race car? So I go, actually, Your Honor, it's the Action Junkeez race car. And he says, what is Action Junkeez? I said, it's a podcast that I host. I thought maybe he'll cut me, but I don't know what I was thinking. He didn't care. And he says, okay, well, Mr. Action Junkeez, I'm going to have to suspend your license for 10 days since you were going over 100, and you're not eligible for traffic school. This was back in December. And but he does. Then he says, I'm assuming you want to drive around during the holidays and New Year's, so why don't we start the suspension January 3rd till January 13th? Is that good? So I said yes, and then he said, okay, and can you keep it under 100 during that time, Mr. Action Junkeez? And I said yes, and then that was it. So he was cool, but cool.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That action part, the Junkeez,
Yeah,
like that whole
yeah.
combination.
But $900, yeah, it hurts.
It hurts, yeah. And my lawyer was $500, so it was just on top of that, yeah. That was like,
And I thought the whole point of the lawyer is he gets you out of it.
that's what I thought. I'm still so confused about that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought like the system was corrupt. Like if you get the lawyer, you're good. No,
Yeah,
it's not how it works.
A discount at least, man.
None of that.
Nothing.
Okay. Ty's giving me the rapid fire fan questions. Okay, more
What?
fan questions. Let me look, Ty. Hold on. Let me see what I got. I'm gonna do this with no glasses because I don't like the way the glasses look. Okay, so I might get these are actual questions from the fans.
You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Blow my mind. I'm like a little girl.
Okay. What's more important, looks or sense of humor?
Sense of humor.
Okay. So meaning you'd pick Drew Carey over Ryan Reynolds? Well, Ryan Reynolds is kind of funny. That's a bad
I
one.
was like, Ryan Reynolds is funny. You see him in Deadpool, you don't even see his face.
Okay, so would you go Ryan Reynolds or Brad Pitt? Or Brad Pitt's old to you?
I would do Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
I just only because of comedy, and it's confidence too. Like, if you see a hot girl there, go up and say hi to her because that just shows her that you know what you want.
Okay. So you like confidence too?
Yes, confidence.
Got it.
Yes.
All right. And then what about it's like celebrity crush? Do you have any celebrity crushes? Could be a celebrity, could be an athlete.
Well, now I'm thinking Ryan Reynolds because
Okay.
I just threw it out there. That's
He's like the guy that they all like,
I
right?
wasn't even thinking about him, but since you just said it, it's like, you put it in your mind.
What about the guy from Game of Thrones? I don't know his name. I don't know. I didn't even watch. I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
I couldn't even process
I
my
know.
mouth.
I know, right? Or I live under a rock. I know.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't like period pieces. I don't like the costume. I don't know.
It's definitely a commitment.
Right.
Probably more than Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Right.
That you'll laugh at.
Right. All right. Well, Stephanie Vino, thank you for sitting down with the Vegas Junkies.
Thank
We're done.
you.
See how
Yay,
easy?
That was amazing.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next week. Boom. With Fallon Johnson.
Hello.
There you go. I like that. Hello. I like the beanie. I like you're rocking a serious, like.
Thank you. I'm a beanie girl.
Are you?
Yes.
So you love this weather?
I do love this weather. Yeah, I do. I really do. I'm originally from North Carolina, so.
Okay.
But it's not as cold there now because I was talking to my dad the other day and he was like, "Oh, it's 70 and sunny," and I was like, "Well, we had that for 2 days."
Right.
Back to the 40s and the 30s.
Right,
so.
right.
Why am I saying numbers backwards?
It's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. So we're here at the Trago Lounge. There's a hockey game on in the background, so I apologize. Is that coming? No, you can't hear it, Ty? All right, good. I know that Vegas takes the Golden Knights seriously. I can turn down they'll let me turn down the music in the Trago Lounge, but there's no hockey overrides everything. Yeah, they're like, yeah, not happening. That's okay.
Hey, hockey's high energy though.
Before we started rolling,
Okay.
I was trying not to talk to you because I didn't want you to tell me too much and ruin the show, but you said there's a story behind your name.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Too much? Was that too much build up now?
Yeah.
Like too much pressure?
I feel like it's
Okay.
pressure.
No, it's okay.
No, so my name is originally from Dynasty. So there's the new show of it now. So it's about the daughter.
Okay.
But the original was about the father.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where my name originated from. And then my middle name, my dad was Rock Soul. So the police, Roxanne.
Ah.
So I know like Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, Aerosmith.
Right.
I was a rock baby, so like
Really?
Nirvana, Deftones.
What does your dad do?
He's a logger. Equipment salesman for
Okay.
a logging company, Tiger Cat, and it's CW equipment now, but it's in. You're never gonna know it. I can't even think of where.
Where
the
does he
town
live?
is. North Carolina.
In North Carolina,
Yeah,
okay.
So Washington, North Carolina.
So how did you end up in Vegas?
Okay, so that story is I visited Vegas with the guy I was seeing, and then
Right.
I said that I wanted to live here. So, I mean, the same with when I moved from when I went to college at Greenville, North Carolina, so East Carolina University, and then I would visit Charlotte, North Carolina, is where I actually met my roommate, Rebecca.
Okay.
And then I moved to Charlotte. I always said I wanted to live there, and I moved there. And then I was in Charlotte, and I was coming up on 3 years. I didn't really know kind of what path I wanted to. I enjoyed bar, nightlife, club industry.
Right.
Not really a big market in Charlotte. It is there.
Right.
But it's not.
It's different too, right?
Yeah,
It's not like it's not like a Vegas nightclub.
It is night and day.
It's more bar, collegey, right?
Yeah, well, yes and no. It's more the young professional, I would
Okay.
say. Like, it's more kind of that millennial, like,
Yep.
brew house, like
Okay.
brewery.
I
Kind
got
of
you.
like, you know. we
How
like
late
to-
do they go in Charlotte?
Oh,
What is-
2 a.m. That's
2 a.m.
it. Cut
Okay,
up,
it's like
yeah.
LA. It's 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like kind of the same basis as LA. They're very strict on their liquor, though.
Right.
So coming here was a shock, like, to learn everything and to learn the industry. But I just was like at that point where I was like, Fallon, you got to do something. And I just made the decision. I told my mom. My mom was very upset that I was leaving, and she was like, "Why Vegas?" And I was like, "Why not?"
Right. And there's there's upset because you're leaving, and then there's
Yes.
even, it's like a double whammy, upset because you're leaving to go to Las Vegas, which for a
Yes,
parent
see,
is probably
and-
like, you got to be kidding me,
Mind blowing,
right?
Yeah. My mom was like, "Oh my gosh, you're going to start stripping," and I was like,
Right.
"No, I mean, there's other jobs there."
Right.
But no, I literally every time I came to Vegas, I loved it. I loved the energy that's here, and that's what Vegas is. It's the
Right.
energy. But then I moved here, and I understood that it was more than that. It was more club, more nightlife. I mean, everybody that I've met here has been unique.
Right.
And I've really, really liked that.
And I
So-
think the parents don't, and just people in general, don't realize you don't have to strip in Las Vegas to make a lot of money. Like, I
No,
don't
you
think they
don't.
realize what, like, bartenders, cocktail servers,
Oh,
bottle
yeah.
service girls, like,
What
there's
they-
plenty of money to
yeah.
make.
Oh, there's plenty of money to make.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like when you're a parent, that's what you automatically
Right.
go to. Like if you're moving to California, you're moving to Silicon Valley, you're doing porn. That's the next step.
Right, right.
But I just kind of like just decided, hey, I'm gonna do it. I did it, and it was always kind of in the back of my head that if I don't succeed, I can always go home.
Sure.
So that was like, I never really felt, that moment where I was like, I can't go back home. If I make the decision, if I go,
Right.
I'm not coming back. But
It's so funny you just said that. I had a friend a long time ago. I used to live in Branson, Missouri. My dad actually still lives in Branson, Missouri.
Okay.
And my buddy was from out there, and we lived there for like 7 years, or I did. And he worked at this restaurant we always ate at. He was a waiter, my buddy Jim. And I used to tell him, he's like, this is back, he was in his like young, early 20s. And I used to say, dude, you're a good looking dude. Why don't you go to LA and try to be an actor? And you're funny, And he was like, LA, I don't know. Like, what if I don't make it? I'm like, what is your worst case scenario? So whether you're a waiter in Branson, Missouri, or you're a waiter in LA, what's the big deal? Like, who cares?
Exactly.
Give it a shot.
at least there's more money to I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I feel like you make kind of your situation.
Right.
Like, I could have come out here and I could have been like, I made the biggest mistake of my life, and sat there and been like, I need to go home, I need to go home. But when I got out of here, I did have those moments.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell everybody that's thinking of doing something drastic like that, like, they're like, how did you do it? How did you just get in the car and go? Because, like, sometimes you have to make that, like, moment where you're just like, I gotta do something. Like,
Yep.
I gotta change my scenery, and
Right.
then you make your scenery.
Right.
Like, if you want to stay in a shitty situation, you're gonna stay in that situation. But
Right.
if you look at it as like, hey, this is what I got, what can I do about it?
Right.
You gotta have that mindset.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So that's like kind of what, like, and I like.
Were you afraid? Like, did you know anyone when you moved here?
No, I didn't
Nobody.
know a soul.
So you came first and then Rebecca?
Yes, and
Okay.
then my friend Jess. So she came after us, and then her actual roommate that was from Charlotte. It was like them four of us
Right.
just came out here.
And then that was probably great when they got here, right?
It was amazing. Like, I mean, I met people when I originally moved out here. I did move out here knowing a company that I used to work for. So
Okay.
do you guys remember Redneck Riviera?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's where I worked, and
That was over by Bally's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. So that was a Charlotte club. That was like under Bob Gherkin.
That makes so much sense. So, do you know Brian Howie?
No.
So Brian Howie does this show that moves all over the country called The Great Love Debate.
Oh, okay.
And he is friends with Bob Durkin. That's how I know Bob Durkin.
Okay.
And Redneck Riviera is where the show used to have. Why Great? Now I know why Great Love Debate was there. I didn't realize that was a Bob Durkin. Is it still there though, or is it gone?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
They
But it was there like 2 years ago.
It was.
Right.
It was-
Okay.
So that's where I originally started because I knew the guys that were going to run it because I was working at
Got it.
State for them in Charlotte. So they were like, hey, like, you know our system, come out here, help out a little bit. And I was like, you know
Right.
what, I'm here. I don't have a job yet. And I wanted to actually do day club here. So my first actual job was, you know, rest in peace Hard Rock. It was rehab.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
a cocktail server there.
So when were you there?
2017.
Oh wow. So you probably do know my girlfriend,
I do.
Vanessa. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I met, so I'm friends with Caitlin and Courtney.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I think I actually met you at Courtney's little housewarming party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's where
So I might have had it twisted because I thought I
Rebecca
told.
was there too.
Okay, so that's where it was. I had told Vanessa literally earlier today. I was like, yeah, she was at Chicago. I thought you came to the charity event. But
I
you.
did.
Oh, you
I
did.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm not.
I came with Rebecca.
It's a good brain. All right.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
It gets muddled sometimes. I meet a lot of people, a lot of faces, but it's crazy how when you meet one person in this Vegas industry, it's such a small world.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
oh,
everyone's nice. Like I feel like everyone is shockingly nice. Like LA is not like that. And
No, we
it's,
were just
it's different.
recently in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Avenue. The clubs there are like basements.
Yeah, it's
They're very
different, right?
dark
There's
and
no money
scary.
behind them. There's not like
No.
they're not fancy.
It's
They're like a hole in the
someone-
wall.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like someone just opened up like a office space
Yep.
and then just turned off the lights and
Yep.
then put everybody in there.
Yep. And when the lights are on, it's like you got to be kidding. Like, you know, if you go to Omni and you turn
It's
the lights
still
on,
pretty, yeah.
it's still gorgeous.
It's
You know,
still
you go to any of these clubs in LA, it's like holy shit, turn the lights back off.
It looks
Yeah.
like a basement. It's
And so
weird.
you're going to be working now at XS.
Yes.
Is that what I heard you saying earlier?
Yes,
so that's
I-
exciting. This will be your first year?
First year there, yeah. A little nerve-wracking because Excess is a monster.
Right.
But every time I go in there, the energy of Excess is just
Yeah, that is definitely my favorite club.
gorgeous.
I like to be outside, so it's
I'm
got
a
that
day club
outside
girl,
part.
yeah.
And, yeah, and that's been there forever. Like I want to say since 2005. You know.
Yeah, I think it was Tryst before that, right?
No, Tryst was at Win.
Okay.
Tryst is now. I'm gonna screw this up. What's Intrigue?
Oh yeah, and Intrigue is now Encore Beach Club at night. It's got it was
Right.
Surrender.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Gosh, there's no Intrigue.
No, different
oh,
spot.
God, different spots. Yes.
Surrender.
I need to learn this.
Right, yeah. Encore Beach Club used to be Surrender, and then
Yes.
it was kind of both.
Okay, it was
now
kind
it's
of
just
both.
Encore Beach Club.
Okay, and then
Intrigue is
Intrigue
what
is
Tryst
now-
used to be,
Yeah. Okay.
and XS has always been XS since
And
day
now
one.
Intrigue is going to be Delilah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm behind.
I think
okay.
that's coming in.
Got
I
it.
know they just opened up that new tequila spot, Mas Por Favor.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I gotta go there.
Yeah.
And see it all over.
So when do you start?
So we go into orientation on Valentine's Day. So when will be my Valentine?
There you go.
So,
Okay.
if anybody asks, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Not that anybody would, but just kidding.
And and that's when you start training and all that
That's
for a
when you
couple
start
weeks, and then
training.
when's opening day? Do you know, like March,
Well,
early
I know
March, or?
Access is open right now. I'm not. I think that.
Oh,
they'll-
right.
I'm
I keep thinking
seasonal.
pool season.
Yeah,
Right.
well, you know, pool season. I think they open February.
Okay.
The end of February is when Encore Beach Club opens back up. So
Right.
very, very soon.
And so, do you know how many nights a week you work yet, and all that stuff, or
Don't
not
know
yet?
yet,
All right.
still.
But you're just excited to be over there.
I'm just excited to be over there.
Do you have any friends over there too at XS?
I don't. I know one girl that I bartended with at Chaos.
Okay.
Her name's Cynthia.
Chaos. What chaos? Oh my God. What happened to Chaos? That's so crazy to me. That might be one of the craziest happenings in Vegas
It
history.
was.
To spend all that money remodeling and then make that club, which is, it's so nice.
It is so.
With
it's
that
gorgeous.
tall statue guy
Yeah.
and the, yeah.
Very Instagrammable statue. I will give them that.
So how long were you actually at Chaos?
I was at Chaos from opening day. So
Okay.
I was a day club bartender there. So I ran with them for the whole season. It was an experience, but to be honest with you, I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
met a lot of great people. our team that we had, the bar team, the cocktail team, the management team. I mean, everything ran smoothly.
Were you sad? Like you just came into work one day? Is that how you found out, or they just called you?
Okay, so so I was hired on for the winter season, the dome. So they shut us down in September and they built the dome.
Right.
And then Day Club, of course, had to re-audition because we were seasonal. So our season ended in September. I was one of the, I think like there was only like maybe 6 or 10 of us that got brought back on.
Yep.
So I was fortunate enough to be brought back on
Yep.
as a bartender. So
people don't understand how nerve-wracking and competitive these jobs are for you girls.
It's like the Hunger Games.
There's like 4,000. It's like the Hunger Games. There's literally like 4,000 girls I think that try out for like Wet Republic and some of those other gigs. Like it's
and I mean,
it's like tears of joy when you get hired, right?
It is. When you get that phone call, your heart literally just drops to your like butt. Like it's crazy. Like you're literally looking at your phone and you're like, you just have this moment where you're like, oh my gosh, they're calling. Like,
I hate that 4 or 5 day window of when Vanessa goes to you know.
It's nerve-wracking.
Oh my God! It's like, will Monday get here fast enough? And hopefully it's Monday when they tell you, because I get it though. You know, it's a lot riding on it. It's a lot of money. And,
it is. It's a lot of money, and then
and on top of that, I think it's like they want me. Like it's not that you guys have ego, but it's still.
But it's getting paid.
It's making the team.
It's making the team. Like it kind of goes back to like that whole gym experience when you get picked for dodgeball.
Right.
And you're like the first one picked. You're like, yes, they want me. I'm like in. I'm like number one. But then like it's like you get picked last. You're like, what did I do wrong?
Right.
But that's the whole. It's an experience. Like when you get that phone call, it's almost like getting a call from God. Like, it's like you hear the angels in your head, and you're like, I got picked.
Now, and your parents don't even get it, right?
They really don't. Like when I call them, and they're like, well, like, did you interview? And I'm like, well, that's not how it works. Like you go in front of these people, and you're in like
you're
basically
in a swimsuit.
You're in a swimsuit, and my dad's like,
huh?
So wait, what?
Right.
And I'm like, you know, that's how you get hired. Basically, I don't want to say you get hired because it's the way you look, but that's pretty much the first round.
Right.
And then
but there's definitely way more to it.
Oh, there's way more to it. Like they know they want to find out your work ethic. They want to find out, like, you know.
They definitely stalk your Instagram. They definitely look at all the factors.
Be like, okay, so this is your name. This is what you posted like 12 hours ago. This is how many sheets. I'm like.
Right.
But it is. I mean, it's one of those things where. It does feel great to be picked, but it is also very sad because, you know, when you work in this industry, you get to know a lot of people, and then when it comes to season, they're like, you know, did you get a call back? I hadn't heard anything yet, and you're like, you don't want to say like, oh, I got a call back, and then hear that they didn't, because it almost breaks your heart.
Sure.
But then, like, it's another thing is like when you don't get the call back and then they get the call back, it's almost like you want to. I look at it as like if, you know, my friend didn't get a call back and I did, just maybe it wasn't your time.
Yeah.
Maybe just wait it out. Something else is coming. I never say like, oh, sorry, like, you know, maybe they just don't want you. You always want to look at it as like change your thought process on it. Like change your way of thinking to be like, you know, maybe it wasn't time for me to be here.
Yep.
Maybe another opportunity is right there. I just don't see it yet.
Yep.
So that's what I like to, like, if people like, because this season was tough.
Right.
There's a lot of places that are closed right now. I mean, chaos, like all of us like are out of jobs, so we had to all re-audition. You know, pools are changing their dynamic. They're either getting a smaller staff or they're, you know, just don't have the businesses coming in right now. So they
and you keep opening these monster places.
Exactly.
You can't, you end up, there's some killing each other off a little bit, you know, because it's like there's only so many people in town, only so many
because this
club
season,
goers.
Exactly, to go around. I mean, last season what we had, like Chaos, we had Tao that was open. Now both of those are closed this season. I know Tao's doing their remodel. And then you got, you know, who you got? You got Win, you got Wet, you got Win, you got MGM, and then you've got Marquee, the Tao group. That's basically your only big club set. And I mean, there was a ton of people at auditions.
The other thing I wonder for you girls is how much thought do you put into, like, okay, there's a window, right? And so you're fine. You're fine. But like, is it a little scary? Like, okay, I can crush it for, you know, from 20 all the way up. I mean, depending, mid-30s maybe, whatever, and then it's is that nerve-wracking? And like, do you have to think of like, okay, And then what? And am I screwing myself? Because
Yeah.
it's almost like starting over at some point, or do you, I mean, what do you think about all that?
So I don't really because I have worked with girls that are in their 40s, and I thought they were like 22.
Right.
So I think it depends on how you maintain your health, your fitness, your diet,
Yep.
your Botox regimen. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
But
I'm ready for that, by the way. I'm ready.
I just got mine done. I'm
Does
not
it
gonna
hurt?
lie.
That's the only
Have
thing
you never had it?
No, but I need it. It was like a crow just went to work
I
on the
will
side of
say,
my face.
Botox is a lot easier than fillers.
Okay.
Fillers
is where you start looking like a freak, right?
No.
Well, you have to be careful.
You have to be careful.
Right.
There's a fine line that you walk.
Right.
Botox, you can probably get as much as you want until your face freezes. But I mean, honestly, I went in to get my Botox done, and I'm like, just freeze my face. Like, I don't want to have any emotion for a couple of months. But I feel like Botox it's good if you get it in small amounts. So
Got
start
it.
small, then work your way up. Don't
Okay.
just go straight like 100 units of Botox, put it in
Right.
your face, because you're going to have no expression. And when people
Right.
are talking to you, they're going to be like, do you have any emotions at all? But I feel like in this industry, I've worked with younger girls, I've worked with older girls. I don't think that Vegas really puts you in a number.
That's
I think
interesting.
That's just my sense of it.
If you look good and you stay in shape and you do the right thing,
You can go as long as you want.
I like that.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, do clubs want the new? Do they want the younger looking girl? Do they want
Right.
the fun girl? Yeah. But honestly, I've worked with girls that have been young and couldn't sell a bottle of champagne, and
Right.
I've worked with older girls that just didn't want to do anything. So I think it just depends on who you are as a person.
And last question for you: if you could write your own scenario, life after club,
Yeah.
life after excess, life after nightlife, what would Fallon be doing?
Honestly, I don't really have a straightforward plan or answer for that.
I like that.
Kind of just
See how it goes. See where it goes.
see how it goes. That's kind of like when I moved out to Vegas 4 years ago. I packed my car up. I said, I want to go to Vegas. I'll make it work. And I made it work. And it's kind of like, yes, it's scary to think like I can't give anybody an answer. Like, what do you want to do?
But things never go according to plan anyway.
They don't.
So it's almost like
They really don't, and that's kind of how I've kind of changed my mindset. Like, I recently have started like journaling, and I will tell you, I bought a book off Amazon. It's really, really simple to do each day. It's called the Mindful Journal, and it's like 7 minutes a day that you just wake up in the morning, you write your thought. Like, it's 3 things in the morning. It's what am I grateful for? How am I going to make today better? And what am I going to do to change my day? That's your morning routine. And then your night routine is what did I do? What am I grateful for? And what do I want to change about what I did today? And that has literally changed my life. I've done it for the last 15 days, and I feel like my thoughts are clearer. I'm not on my phone. I want to be more present. I want to be more. I know. See, I was telling your friend over there. I was like, we live our life like. Even working the convention day, people are walking around with their phone in front of their face, and they're not enjoying.
down is the new up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like you miss a lot of life.
Yeah.
By looking at a screen.
Yeah.
You're not going to see your life through a screen. You're going to see your life through your eyes.
All right, you've changed me, Fallon Johnson. I'm going to the camera. When I go to dinner from now on with friends,
Put your phone away.
I'm putting this phone away.
Okay, no, you got to let Instagram.
Unless
be
I'm not with the
first.
Pint Size Warrior and
Yeah.
she wants me, then I have to keep the phone.
So Insta.
Adam Lieberman says no
Yeah.
chance.
You know how you do it? There's a game for that.
There's a game for that?
Yeah. You put all your phones in the center of the table.
And whoever looks first pays for the check?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
but I'll take the penalty. That's the problem, Ty.
You got it.
All right, Fallon Johnson, thank you for sitting down with the Vegas Junkeez. We're going to get to Morgan now before she kills me. All right, no, she shakes her head no. I'm going to live through it. All right, we'll see you next week.